Welcome to the Elevating Leaders series, where we go beyond the headlines and straight to the people who are redefining insurtech and business transformation. We've caught up with the visionaries and the pioneers that are currently driving the industry forward, bringing you exclusive insights, strategies, and stories you won't hear anywhere else. If you're ready to go deeper, this is your front row seat to the future of insurance. I'm Miguel Edwards, and this is 5 Minutes. As an insurance professional, as a claims professional, what are some of the things I need to be thinking about to upskill myself so that I can be part of an innovation team like yours? As I'm thinking about my discipline, my subject matter expertise, what do I have to do to round the curve?
I think look at what's available, but don't trust it all, right?
Okay.
It's media. There's a lot of hype. There's a lot of news. Play with it yourself. Be open. I think that's the common answer that you're going to get to that. Like, what can I do to upskill? I think it goes beyond that. You have to change your mindset. I give this example to people is like, it's all about change management. And if you take the same route to work every single day,
Right,
and you don't go a different route, you're not going to change your mindset. Like if you can't do simple tasks as, you get up, you go to the gym, and then if you can't change your routine, you're not going to be able to do this. I do this exercise with people. For example, I'll do it with you.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. So I want you to take your hands.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead. Close your hands.
Okay.
Okay. Now take a look at it and see if your left thumb is over your right thumb.
My left thumb is over my right thumb.
Okay. If your left thumb is over your right thumb, that means you're a very compassionate person.
Okay.
All right. Now try to switch it. Ready? Go. It's tricky.
It's very difficult.
It's very difficult.
It's very difficult. I love that.
So a simple task like that, you're trying to think like, hey, if your right thumb is over your left, that means you're an intelligent person. But if you have both of your thumbs together, that means you're a loving person, right?
Okay.
So
can I be intelligent and compassionate simultaneously?
You can. You can be all three of those things, right? Compassion, loving. So just simple tasks like that where you cannot adjust your mind. You have to slow down. You have to think about it. It's the same concept I think we have to develop. We have to train our brain before we can train, to adopt new technology. It's easy to go to Harvard. It's easy to go to Google, and they've got all these courses, and you can learn all you need to do. Like, you don't need to learn the LLMs. You need to learn how to adapt and how to be accepting of the available tools that you have and utilize them and encourage others as well.
I'll plug that just with my own experience always, because I would like to think of myself as a prodigious user of ChatGPT, unashamed of it. I use it in nearly every element of everything that I do, from consulting to content creation. And what I find is that the challenge for me is to come up with new and creative ways to leverage it. And it's forcing me to become a more creative person. Maybe that's kind of why I'm over here left over right, right? But 100%. So I marry that to your topic in terms of that's really where we need to go, is thinking about the uses of it and becoming more innovative. That's kind of what I'm picking up.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
I think
good. So let me, we're at ITC, we're in Vegas, right? We're being good so far. We haven't left the hotel compound yet, right? What are you looking to get out of this event? What are you here to see? What do you think you're going to find? Just give us an overview of what your experience should be like.
Kind of reverse on what I said, right? Which is that there's a lot of embedded, individual solutions. And I think it's important to have those solutions. But the challenge that I have is, how do we plug all that together?
Got it.
So I'm looking to see what are carriers doing? What are, the solutions that are existing today? And how are they modernizing the way we work?
Yeah.
And I think that's going to be the key for me, is to take a look at the different vendors that are out there, learning what other people's experience have been, listening to some of these talks, from carriers that have implemented, listening to use cases. So that it's a learning experience for me, learning from people like you, and what other people are doing, right? And I think we as an industry don't do a good job of being so collected. We're two degrees of separation in the insurance industry,
right?
But we don't leverage that enough, and we have the whole world against us as an industry to say, hey, you guys are crooks and you guys are taking advantage of us. You're taking my money. You're legally robbing me. So I'll end with that.
I love it. No, it's good stuff always. And I'm so encouraged, that there's folks like you I'm going to put myself, I'm a little bit older than you, but I'm going to put myself in your bucket too. I'm a little bit older than you.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
I'm maybe older than you.
I doubt it. But I think it's folks like us, because you talk about that networking and that interconnectedness. And I think we do that thing naturally. And I feel like that's the change we're going to bring to the industry. How do we bring that interconnectedness to one another so that we can share how we're using solutions, how we're using best practices? I feel like we're a much more sharing kind of, new guard that's coming in. So I'm really, really excited for what the industry has, man. Thank you for joining this episode of 5 Minutes. If you've enjoyed our discussion, we'd love for you to share it with anyone else you think might find it interesting. Also, please subscribe on whatever podcast platform you're listening on and hit that bell to stay on top of the game with our practical 5-minute episodes. We look forward to seeing you again next week.